So please welcome to Chris.
Thank you very much indeed. I will be very brief, ladies and gentlemen. There are one or two brief messages I want to share with you. First of all, to Boris Johnson and to Liz Truss, you have badly let down the people of Myanmar. While Liz Truss is busily sorting out her own hated leadership, she's taken her eye off the real hated leadership that's wreaking absolute havoc in Southeast Asia, and that is the junta headed by Min Aung Hlaing. So my first message is the British government needs to sort out its policy towards Myanmar. While people were being gunned down in the streets, they sent Peter Volz, the ambassador, to Yangon, who presented his credentials to Min Aung Hlaing. That was a disgrace. And while the General Assembly has been condemning the coup, has slapped sanctions on the regime, and Britain has voted against recognising the junta, they carry on refusing to recognise the National Unity Government, the government which the majority of people of Myanmar voted for overwhelmingly. So my first message to Liz Truss and Boris Johnson is recognise the NUG. The second thing I want to say is that it is very important at this time that we do not allow the plight of the people of Myanmar to slip from international consciousness. In 1988, I remember well, after the big demonstrations, there was a massacre in September 1988 which brought the so-called SLORC to power. And between 1988 and Cyclone Nargis in 2008, Myanmar was chucked in the deep freeze and no one ever thought about it. We cannot allow international governments, particularly the British government, to let Myanmar be forgotten about. And that is why, following the decision in the General Assembly last December to junk the junta, to refuse to recognise the credentials of the so-called military regime, an illegal regime, Britain needs to do several things. It needs to make sure that there is accountability. So we have to have Min Aung Hlaing referred to the ICC by the Security Council. If China and Russia veto it, let them. And the British delegation in New York need to speak out and condemn the hypocrisy of the Russians and the Chinese in supporting the junta. But my final message is to all of you here. There is something really important that all of you can do. We in the Myanmar Accountability Project have launched a campaign called Junk the Junta. And if you Google Junk the Junta, you will see it. Over the next year, as junta officials try to take up their seats in international bodies, we will call them out. We will launch campaigns which you must all be part of to stop them getting the legitimacy which they crave. So please go online. There's a great video that you can whiz around on social media. So please, we need to junk the junta. And can I very finally ask you, after 3, to help me scream to the people. There are people in this building here, Tun Aung Jo, Chit Win, Colonel So Aung. They are a disgrace to their country. And if you are in there, you have no conscience. You're not diplomats, you're thugs. You have absolutely no reason to be in this country claiming to represent your people. Your people hate you because you have launched an industrial scale campaign of mass murder against the people of Myanmar. You should not be here. You should be on trial in The Hague. So please, ladies and ladies and gentlemen, please, after me, will you please scream at the top of your voices after 3, Junk the Junta. 1, 2, 3. Junk the Junta! 1, 2, 3. Junk the Junta! 1, 2, 3. Junk the Junta! Min Aung Hlaing. Junk the Junta! Min Aung Hlaing. Junk the Junta! Tun Aung Cho. Junk the Junta! Tun Aung Cho. Junk the Junta! Chit Win. Junk the Junta! Ladies and gentlemen, we will win. Make no